Will ART squeeze all the way upwards of the $2 price target, or is this a ticker which is already way too overextended and you should be locking your profits and walking away from? What's up, trading friends? Today, we're discussing AERT under 3 different lenses: the why, the what, the where. The why, we're going to be talking about the catalyst causing this ticker to have a massive parabolic rally to the upside. The what, we're going to be talking about the stock itself. The where, we're going to be talking about where to get in, where to get out. So without further ado, hit the thumbs up button and also subscribe if you haven't. I know 60% of you guys have yet not subscribed, so please, if you haven't, hit that freaking subscribe button. Now let's get to work. So when it comes to ART, guys, this is a ticker which has gone absolutely parabolic today, guys, up over a whopping 60%. At its peaks, it was up over 90%. However, where is this ticker heading from here now, right? That's the question which we want to be asking. Now, with that said, as always, the first thing which we want to analyze is going to be the why. Why do we talk about the why first? And why the why? Why, right? We talk about the why first, guys, because in order to be able to predict the future, you first need to understand the past. You need to understand where a given ticker is headed, right? Or why its given ticker has done what it's done in order to be able to anticipate the longevity of this given move. Can it go ahead and build upon these gains and give us a stair-stepping formation to the upside? Or is this just going to give us a massive sharp upside and a massive sharp decline to the downside, right? Which we see very often in today's markets, right? So with that said, let's get reading the news. So when it comes to the news, it says Ares Technology signs partnership with up to $8 million annual contract value to establish India footprint. So this very good news, okay? This is very good news. Although the company does have a $44 million market cap, so $8 million annually is not going to be a big, massive contract for them. But regardless, this is good news that actually helps with the company's overhead and the top line revenue rather, and it's solid news, right? Other than a lot of these different tickers which we get, oh, they're now NASDAQ compliant. That's like the bare minimum. Congratulations, you almost got kicked out of the NASDAQ, but you just survived. Like, what is insanity? Now, the next thing we want to analyze is going to be the what, right? The what? The stock analysis. Now, when it comes to stock analysis, so many people confuse stock analysis with company analysis. The stock is not the company, my friends, and the company is not the stock. And there are certain things that are good for the stock, and there are certain things that are, good for the company, right? We want to figure out things that are good for the stock and make sure that the company is not taking actions that are good for the company and is bad for the stock. What is something that's good for the company but bad for the stock? Dilution. What dilution does is that it puts money in the pockets of the CEO and the board of directors to make some decisions. But what it does is that money is coming out of your pockets by adding more shares and diluting your shares. So what happens? So when you own a stock, you own a tiny piece of the company. Okay, tiny piece of the company. Make sense? Good. Now, this is what you need to understand. When you own a tiny piece of that company, okay. Imagine you own a tiny piece of the pie. Now imagine if the baker comes out and says, hey, I'm making another one of that pie that you own. Well, now your piece is no longer one piece of this pie. It's one piece of two pies. Therefore, it's worth less, all right? So what we want to be looking for is going to be signs of the company diluting. Now, the first sign of the company diluting is going to be money. Financially, this company is doing very well. They're actually profitable. So we're going to go over here and put the finances in amazing. Next thing which we want to look at is going to be historically. Historically, they have diluted a lot, okay? Historically, they have been very dilutive, and right now their overhead supply is pretty big. So we're going to go over here and put the likelihood of dilution as okay, meaning that it's not impossible, but it's not likely that they do it considering they are cash flow positive. Now, next thing which we want to look at is going to be the company's market cap. So the company has got a $43 million market cap with a total shares, with a free float of 9 million shares, okay? So they only have 9 million shares, so this is really a 10 million market cap company. So no wonder, even though it's got a $43 million market cap, a lot of the shares are actually locked up. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna put its volatility as amazing as well. Now, the next thing we want to look at is gonna be institutional ownership, right? What percentage of it is it institutional ownership? 0.9%, not too good. Terrible, actually. Let's see what the shorts have been doing when it comes to AERT rather. Comes to AERT. The short interest has increased by 537% today. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, that's not good. When shorts add to their position, it's not a good look. Now, it's kind of all over the place when it comes to AERT. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Personally, I would be a buyer closer to... It's gonna sound crazy to say. You guys ready? I'm gonna be a buyer closer to 75 cents. I'll place 75 cents to this 83-ish cent level, right, for a 50% pump. or not a 50% pump rather, for a 10 to 15% pump. That's what I would play personally, right? Again, I am a very, very conservative trader, guys. A lot of these penny stocks, I don't even like to freaking even look at them, to be honest with you, right? But overall, I do think that this is a ticker which does have a lot of potential, okay? So for me, I think, when I see a ticker like AERT, I think that, if you're able to actually buy the dip on it for a bounce to the upside, it does have a lot of potential. But the highest I see it going is going to be $1.20. I don't see it getting above $1.20, unfortunately. And that's, again, just my prediction of what I think about this ticker, okay? Now listen, if you guys want to trade alongside me every single day, get access to my exact day trade alerts, swing alerts, everything like that, okay? Day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, everything, right? This is what our alerts look like. We give it a ticker, we give it an entry, we give it an exit, we give it a stop loss. We tell you also how many shares to buy. Now the number of share size which we share with you guys, we use $10,000 account as a benchmark. So let's say you have 50K, you multiply this by 5. Let's say you have 100K, you multiply this by 10. Let's say you have 5K, you divide this by 2, right? On and on and on. Because we want to make sure that you guys are actually getting similar results to ourselves, right? Profitable traders, right? A lot of trading communities, what they do is they say buy and they say buy. They don't tell you anything. They don't update you on a position. They don't say anything. They just leave, okay? But that's not how we roll. And I guess maybe that's why we're the fastest growing community when it comes to trading. And we already have over 400 members coming back month after month. And right now, I added 10 more spots to the 50% sale, which we have going on right now, guys. The next 10 members that join, they get access to our Discord for a 50% discount. Give it a shot, guys. The link is in the comment section and description. And our Discord also comes with a 7-day, not 7-day, previously it was 7-day. Now it's a 2 weeks free trial. So previously we used to do a 7-day free trial. Now we're doing a 2 weeks free trial. So 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee, guys. Give it a shot. Wilson says, hi, Sam. Thank you for all working on the community. My 7-day free trial finish was great. I think you can afford a membership after this week. 7K in 7 days, you brought it. Now we're doing a 2 weeks free trial. So our community comes with a 2 weeks free trial. And guess what? One more thing. 30 days money back guarantee. That's right. 30 days money back guarantee. Let's jump to present day. Literally a new message right now in the chat. Look at this. Palantir Structure and Top Share Academy. Bang. Look at this. 2K. Two back-to-back days. $230 for Tempo Trader. Bang. For bringing averages, trading penny stocks, extraordinary options together. We got it all, guys. We got it all. Day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, right? And we have a dedicated mentor for every single sector. Literally yesterday, Blue Martin says, endless regards, endless gratitude to Sam and Top Share Academy for giving 200%, leading us towards victory. Together as one unstoppable team. $400 in a day. My man brought in 9K off of Palantir calls. I'm like, I think you should get a Top Share Academy tattoo. $1,700 for my man's. Roy, $1,700 again for a hello, 276. We've been crushing it, guys, day in, day out. Jay says, at Sam, Top Trade Academy team, not every day is green, but most days are, and my account is up each month. Whatever you're doing is working. Thank you. I appreciate you. Give it a shot, guys. Give it a shot. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. What I would do, first of all, I would never tell you guys to do some shit I wouldn't do myself. But what I would do is I would join for the first 2 weeks, see if I make money. If I make money, I'll come back for more. If I don't make money, I'll pack my bags and I'll leave, and I'll never ever come back again. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Okay? Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Have a listen trading. Personally, I am staying away from AERT, at these current levels. Even though I could see it going ahead and testing the $1.20 levels again, I doubt it's going to be able to get above those levels because of the company's dilutive history and because of the fact that their oversupply is right now a little bit big, meaning they could be diluting. So, personally, I'm staying away. Thank you for watching. Have a listen trading. Your boy Sam from Top Academy.